What is going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new series on the channel called Sunday Soccer. What does Sunday Soccer entail, you ask? Well, it's being recorded on a Sunday, and we go through everything that's happened in the world of football this weekend. We're going through the results, the biggest talking points from the weekend, from Germany to Ireland to Iceland. We'll be going through everything to happen, and also we'll be previewing the big fixtures coming up this week. We're kicking off the inaugural episode of Sunday Soccer by talking about the domestic action here in the Republic of Ireland. Now, Cork City, who are 14 points clear, have gone 12 wins in a row. Not just 12 games unbeaten, 12 wins in a row. And there's been some big wins there. They've beaten the likes of Shamrock Rovers, they've beaten us both 2-0, they've beaten Dundalk 2-1, and just there they've beaten Finn Harps 5-0. They are steamrolling their way to the league title at the moment, as in Cork are known as the bottle jobs of Ireland, but this year they're so good. Dundalk are slightly, going downhill. I know Dundalk have lost three of their best players in Andy Boyle, Daryl Horgan, and someone else. I honestly can't remember. I'm sorry. But, yeah, Dundalk, speaking of Dundalk, they lost this weekend 2-1 to Shamrock Rovers. In my opinion, it wasn't a surprise. They'd only lost to Galway last week, who hadn't won a single game all season. Dundalk are meant to be the champions of Ireland. This is the eternal hope for Irish football, I thought. But it looks like Cork are going to take this league at the moment. I know we're only 12 games in, but a 14-point lead 12 games in is absolutely huge. And Bray are second. Bray Wanderers. Like, come on, who would ever have thought that Bray Wanderers would be second in the league with 12 games on? I certainly didn't. I thought they'd be up and around there. I'm pretty sure I said that in my preview. Go check that out. But yeah, it's been obviously it hasn't been a strange season for Cork, but other than that, it's been a bit of a strange season. My team, Bows, unfortunately lost 2-0 away in Derry the other night. Derry actually haven't played the full round of fixtures yet because the captain passed away, so they had 2 games postponed, and that has been played on Monday night, I think, against Galway, so another chance for Galway to win a game. But Bows game on Friday, I heard it was a poor performance. I have no idea, because highlights don't even come out till Monday night at 11 o'clock. So absolutely no idea how he played, but here it was a poor performance. And going into the derby next Friday, it's so crucial we get rid of that mentality. We did actually manage to win. I didn't get there because, you see, I had a bit of surgery. There's a scar. So we didn't get to see our first win in ages against Finn Harps. But hopefully we'll have another win against Rovers in the massive derby that's coming up on Friday. But Rovers are probably going to be in a good momentum as well, since they beat the Dundalk on Friday. Oh, so much conflicting emotions. You know what? Put down in the comments below what score you think the derby will be this weekend between Bohemians and Shamrock Rovers at Dalymount Park. And also, what are the other scores will be in the League of Ireland next Friday. Next, we head over across to Europe, where we talk about the Dutch Eredivisie. Today was a massive day in the history of Feyenoord Football Club, who could have won their first title in 18 years since 1999 and failed to do so. My God. As in, Cop and 90 were there, actually. Had that on our Snapchat story. I was stalking Twitter for this game. I got to watch it on Sky Sports, and my God, Feyenoord fell apart, man. Feyenoord fell apart. It was a chance to win their first title in 18 years, to stop the runs of the Ajaxes, the PSVs. I'm pretty sure AZ Alkmaar won one title in there. It was a massive upset, to be honest. As in, what the commentators were saying, right? Excelsior fans, Excelsior is like the little Feyenoord. The Excelsior fans, a lot of them would be supporting Feyenoord as well. When Excelsior were winning 3-0, you'd expect, a little team, when they're beating such a massive team in Holland or anywhere in the world, to be the crowd to be bouncing up and down like, oh my God, we're 3-0 up. No, it was kind of silent, It was kind of a strange atmosphere. But Feyenoord do have a chance to clinch the title next weekend. They're at home to, I can't remember who they're at home to. Who are they at home to? If anyone knows who Feyenoord are at home to, because I have literally just forgotten who they're at home to, leave it down in the link below. More Eredivisie action. Obviously, honestly, I still can't get over the Feyenoord defeat today before we get into more Eredivisie action. The Kuip, the Feyenoord Stadium, 50,000 people, right? They actually had the game on the television screen 40, 50,000 in there, party-like atmosphere. I'd seen videos on Twitter, Snapchat and Instagram or wherever, and they lost 3-0. I was kind of stunned, to be honest. A Hasselbank plays for Excelsior, actually. I don't know if he's rated Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. I'm pretty sure he is. Oh, another thing about that Excelsior team. If any of you guys have been watching my Sunderland career modes, W. Hahn, the cursor of us, Hahn, the Burnley goalkeeper, plays for Excelsior and is on loan from Feyenoord. As in, mind-blowing stuff. We found him, guys. We found him. So that was another bonus to the day, even though Feyenoord did lose their league title. Continuing on with our Eredivisie action. Wins for Sparta Rotterdam, Nijmegen, and Ajax beating Go Ahead Eagles 4-0 has unfortunately relegated Go Ahead Eagles. I'm pretty sure that they are going straight back down to the second division in football. I think it's like the DICE Eredivisie, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I don't know too much about Go Ahead Eagles, except I wasn't like at their stadium, but I was in the town they are from a couple of years ago when I was in Holland. I wasn't feeling too at the time, so I didn't get to go to the ground. But there's just a little fact for you. So, as I said earlier on, comes down to the last day of the season in Holland again. Eredivisie football is mad, bros. As in last season, it came down to the last season, Ajax PSV. I'm pretty sure there might have been 2 points or 1 point the difference. PSV had to win and hope Ajax slip up the bottom side, the Graafschap. And they did. They drew 1-1. I don't know how they managed to effect it up, but they did somehow. And that's how it's turning out to be on the last day of the season. It goes down to the last day of the season between eternal Dutch rivals Ajax and Feyenoord. We're hopping across the border from Holland to Germany, where unfortunately Darmstad were relegated and they lost to none other than Bayern Munich 1-0 at the Allianz Arena. Thomas Stark actually saved a penalty in that game, but even if Darmstadt had drawn that game, it wouldn't have been enough. They actually had gone on a 3-game winning streak. They beat Schalke in that time 3-0, 3-0 home wins, I'm pretty sure. But to be honest, even if they had kept this run up, it probably still wouldn't have been enough. They were doomed to relegation for quite a long time. But credit to those Darmstadt players and fans, they fought to the last. I'm really good that Darmstadt got relegated, to be honest. I really am, because I like the way that Darmstadt and Ingolstadt, they're small clubs in the league that were doing really well. Ingolstadt actually are also in the second automatic relegation place at the moment. I'm not sure how they got on this weekend, but relegation talk in Germany, HSV or Hamburg or whatever you want to say, they drew 0-0 this weekend, which leaves them in the relegation playoff spot with 2 games remaining in the Bundesliga season. Hamburg have been struggling for quite a while, and for God's sake, they're European champion. They've won Bundesliga titles. It really isn't good enough for Hamburg, in my opinion. Hamburg should be well up there. I'm not Hamburg's biggest fan, but yeah, they should be much higher up than they really are. As I said, Darmstadt, farewell. St. Paul, I'm a bit of a St. Pauli fan, to be honest. That's why I don't like Hamburg. And welcome to the Bundesliga. Why? It's actually been insane this year, with so many teams locked on little amount of points, like 1 or 2, 3 points, battling for promotion, relegation, as in that league's insane. So welcome to the Bundesliga. Why? Now, my biggest talking point of the weekend is one of my most hated teams, RB Leipzig. So RB Leipzig have technically qualified for the Champions League, but here's the conundrum: UEFA rules state that 2 of the same Champions League teams, so this is RB Salzburg and RB Leipzig. This is RB Salzburg and this is RB Leipzig, right? The 2 of them, 2 clubs with the same owner, cannot compete in the same competition, right? So unless UEFA scrap this rule altogether to keep the money bags happy, one of them is going to have to miss out. I don't know how this is going to work, to be honest. I'm really looking forward to see how this works. Well, it's never really a problem until, Leipzig got promoted to the Bundesliga last year from the Bundesliga. That's why. So I'm really interested to see what your guys' thoughts are on this. Leave your comments down below. What do you think of Red Bull? What do you think UEFA will do with the situation? I'm really interested in this situation, because if UEFA do this, it really shows that UEFA still have some underlining marks that shouldn't be in football. Now we're heading a little closer to home. We're heading over to England to talk about some of this weekend's Premier League action. I'm going to start off with the best result this weekend, for me personally, it wasn't actually the Spurs result, if I'm dead honest. It was Arsenal beating Man United 2-1, finally after 25 games. The most irrelevant unbeaten run in the league is over. United fans cannot hold this over anyone anymore. It's done, it's finished. The irrelevancy is over. You can go ahead and do what you like at the moment. You're not getting Champions League unless you win the Europa League, which I don't think you will, to be honest. Because I think Ajax are in flying form. First time I watched Ajax, right, was Thursday night against Lyon. Oh my god, they were insane. But I'm going to talk about more of that later. Back to Man United. I felt their performance was quite lackluster at the weekend. Well, today even, Sunday, they played on Sunday. They didn't feel up for it, as in, for God's sake. Mata and Mkhitaryan were playing as in backs, as an outside back. Shout out to Heath Pearce. Yeah, and then they were playing like a back six against Arsenal. I remember the days, right? As in, no disrespect to Marino, I still love the guy. But I remember when Man United were going away to their teams and all they did is attack and hunt you down. And now they're happy with a 0-0 draw at places. As in, this isn't, as in, I hate Man United with a passion, I'm just saying that now. But when I was younger, I feared playing Man United. Yes, we lost them 2-0 at Old Trafford. I was there. I don't fear playing Man United anymore whatsoever. I go to Man United games. I go into Man United games think we can beat these guys. Not just beat them, batter them like we did 4-0 during the season. So I think United really need to step up their game next summer, especially with the amount of money they spent. 80-90 million on Pogba. They brought in Mkhitaryan as well for a lot of money. Eric Bailly for something like 30 million. When you're spending money like that, and you're a massive club like Man United, who are the most successful team in England, you surely can't be playing like that. As in, if you went over to Spain, Italy, or Holland, since we were talking about the Dutch Eredivisie earlier on, you would never see Real Madrid or Barcelona, Juve playing like that, or Ajax or Feyenoord. You never see them play like that, and I think that's really a massive downfall for Man United this season. I think that's why they've been getting so many draws this season, and I don't know how fans can be happy, as in they have that fan, Jose got me feeling fine or whatever, you know? And it's not the football. It's not. They're not playing the way Man United should. They're just not. And I think this summer either Marino needs to change his tactics or he'll be gone. As in, maybe not this summer, but he will be gone sooner than a lot of people think. If success doesn't start coming soon and better football isn't played. On to the second best part of the weekend. West Ham beating Tottenham. Yes! Come on! Yes! Two more games. That's dose. That's it. That is why games left for Chelsea to clinch the Premier League title. It'll be their 6th title overall. We will go level with Sunderland. I know, right? Level with bloody Sunderland. Shows you the football wasn't invented in 1992, though. That shows you something. But yeah, I actually didn't see I saw highlights. I didn't see the actual game. And West Ham were good. I thought West Ham battled hard. It's the type of performance you usually see from West Ham. Maybe it's the start of something good at that Olympic Stadium, or the empty bowl, as I kind of refer it to. The Olympic Stadium hasn't really been West Ham's home this year. They have been beaten by the likes of Watford. I'm pretty sure they were beaten by Leicester there as well. Yeah, it doesn't even have that West Ham feel, you know. The last little bit of the show, guys, before we end. A champion was crowned this weekend. Copenhagen won the Danish League title with a 1-0 draw against Midtjylland. I've been to 2 Brøndby games in my life, and I kind of grew a bit of attachment to them. I'm not happy about Copenhagen winning the league, but it was coming from early on. Brøndby and Copenhagen face off in the cup final on the 25th of May, so that should be epic fan mayhem. 25th of May is a 26th Thursday, I think, so that should be an insane game. It's on in the park in Copenhagen's home stadium, Copenhagen derby. It would be an epic thing to stop Copenhagen winning the double, and if Copenhagen win the double, well, they win the double, don't they? Now time to preview the European action coming up in the week. Real Madrid game done. I think it's finished. 3-0 against Atletico Madrid at the Bernabeu. I cannot see Atletico Madrid coming back the way Real Madrid have been playing. They're on fire. Muy caliente. Oh man, it is crazy. 7 goals in 2 games, and there's probably more when you well, not more in the 2 games, but more once you just look over a longer stretch of period, as in the amount of goals they get in the small amount of games is crazy. Just that Real Madrid team is unbelievable. They're going to win La Liga, they're going to win the Champions League, the UEFA Super Cup, the Club World Cup. That team is just, oh my god, it is so good. Monaco, Juve are through as well, I think. Juve haven't lost a Champions League game at home in 22 matches. The last time Juve actually lost a home Champions League game, Barack Obama was President of the United States. There is something for you. There's a little stat for all you stat lovers. Europa League, Ajax. Oh my god, Ajax of Amsterdam! Oh, what a performance against Lyon on last Thursday. As I said, it was the first time I watched Ajax this season, and I regret not watching them more. My god, they were on fire. 2 games, 8 goals after being go-ahead Eagles 4-0 today. It's just, Ajax team is so lit. I'm really considering going over and watching them play next year, because that team is just OMG. They have young Cliver, they have Eunice, they have your man the right back, Onana, the goalkeeper, they have Kasper Dolberg, Bertrand Traore on loan from Chelsea. Is just so amazing, that team. I think that ties over. Unless Lyon can put out a astounding performance, it'll be over. Guys, that's all we got time for on this video. Remember to give it a like, share it around on social media, and we'll see you next time for another Sunday Soccer.